everybody, welcome to Best List. Today we are going to go over the top 10 best pandemic movie you can stream right now. Make sure to watch until number 1 because it's one of the most amazing pandemic movie I have ever seen.
We never thought when we clocked in for 2020 that we would be warmly encouraged to work from home having delicious pasta and binge eating. But we hadn't thought about the global spread of COVID-19 resulting in national-wide lockdown, self-isolation for the sick and at the risk, and entertainment venues being shut indefinitely. So, whether stuck in the indoor or just trying to find some relevant escapism, we have done a list of best films about pandemic available to stream right now. There are many other movies on the pandemic that you must avoid if you are already panicking. But remember, staying at home and watching these movies is better than going out. Stay safe. Number 10. 28 Days Later. This 2002 post-apocalyptic horror film by Danny Boyle depicts the complete breakdown of society after the accidental release of a highly contagious virus. While it focused on 4 severe feeling the pandemic, they came across various infected people on their journey. Watch this movie and its sequel 28 weeks later. Number 9. Virus. This 2019 Malayalam film could be the best or the worst movie to watch during an outbreak. While it details the spread of Nipah virus in Kerala, the movie also explores how the authorities were prompt to put an end to the epidemic. With a brilliant star cast, this movie is a must-watch. Number 8. The Flu. In this South Korean film, a severely deadly strain of the virus, H5N1, starts tearing through the city of Busan, killing those who contact it within 36 hours. The population of nearly 1 million are suddenly in danger of being wiped out an amaze. Number 7. The Bay. If you're a sucker for a found footage, try this movie about a quaint little town that turns into a breeding ground for a waterborne organism that takes control of the minds and bodies of its host. While not the best film ever created, there is something especially convincing about the recovered footage that will truly trick you into believing you have just watched a town burn itself down the madness. Number 6. Train to Busan. Train to Busan is one of the most of a lot of things. One of the best zombie movie ever, one of the best outbreak movie ever, one of the best action movie of the 21st century, and one of the best movie that mostly set on a train. A businessman and his daughter board a train to Busan as an epidemic begins ripping through South Korea. And while the movie train is semi-safe from the crumbling world outside, everything goes to hell when the infection reaches the passenger. It's thrilling, it's moving, it's terrifying, and it's tragic. Number 5. The Host. Before Bong Joon-ho made history in 2020, becoming the first South Korean to win an Academy Award with Parasite, he made this monster movie with a little socio-political bite. Like the Crazies, the film shows mankind sow its own destruction when an American pathologist instructs his Korean colleague to dump formaldehyde in the Han River. A few years and lot of dead fish later, a gigantic, ambitious creatures emerged, attacking the local resident and kidnapping a young girl called Hyun Seo as the military arrived to quarantine the area. They declared that not only is the mutant dangerous, but that it carries an unknown virus too. Starring Parasite's main man Song Kang-ho, The Host is a blast, full of humor, thrills, and jaw-dropping action. Number 4. 12 Monkeys. In Terry Gilliam's masterful scientific fable, an unbalanced prisoner named Cole is sent back in time to 1996 from 2033, where the remnant of humanity live underground. His mission to find and procure a sample of the virus that wiped out civilization so that future scientists can study it and find a cure. Based on the French short film La Jetée, 12 Monkeys is about the way that human intellect and emotion can distort time and reality. Its vision of a fading society buried underground by the spread of a pathogen is a chilling central metaphor. Number 3. The Crazies. 5 years after George A. Romero's seminal Night of the Living Dead, he gave us another film about human contagion, The Crazies. When a military plane carrying an untested bioweapon crashes in the hills of a nearby American town, their water supply becomes contaminated, causing local residents to die or become homicide. The government drafted in the military to squash the spread of this disease, given instruction to shoot on sight. The film low budget quality heightens the grisly shock as families militate against the hazmat clad military while additionally finding off the violence prone citizen. Starring Will Macmillan and Jane Carroll, it's a believable scenario executed with extreme flourishes. Failing to make an impact on its initial release, it's now a cult classic with a 2010 remaking starring Timothy Olyphant. Number 2, Outbreak, the movie that turned a microgeneration into hypochondriac. Outbreak is about a fictional California town that is entirely quarantined when it becomes ground zero for an Ebola-like outbreak in the US. The story centers on the CDC and military medical research charged with containing and treating the infected. It has people bleeding out of orifice and that only extremely scary movie theater scene that made almost everyone currently between about 30 and 35 think they were going to catch a claustrophobic illness in a movie theater. Number 1. Contagion. Every cloud has a silver lining, it seems. Steven Soderbergh's medical thriller Contagion, released in 2011, raced back up the iTunes chart to take a top 10 position this month. Helped no doubt by the film's parallels with the current outbreak of coronavirus. This fast-paced thriller charts the rapid transmission of a virus across the globe as scientists hurry to find a vaccine and a social order disintegrates. Despite being a Hollywood thriller, this breathless multi-perspective narrative has been described as ultra-realistic, informed by the WHO, and prized for its accurate depiction of a pandemic by scientists. It also got a Hollywood cast to make you weak at the knees. Gwyneth Paltrow, Jude Law, Marion Cotillard, Matt Damon. But seeing Paltrow catch the flu on film couldn't have inspired confidence in her wellness brand, Goop.
Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos of Top 10 and much more. Check out this playlist of my top 10 videos of best pandemic movie and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.